Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. Hello, we are live. We are live. How are you today? How is everyone today? I hope we are all okay. Hello, welcome. Good evening. Welcome. Nice to have you. Hello. Hello, how are you? Mm. Hello, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Hello, my beautiful people. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you today? How are you today? Hello. Hi, nice having you. Nice having you, Ambad. Hey, we are live. Come on. We are waiting. We are waiting for you to join. We are waiting for you to join. Let's have a chat. Let's talk. Nice to have you here. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Welcome. Mm. Good evening. Good evening. We are live. I'm waiting for more people to join us so we can start our discussion for today, okay? We're waiting for more people to join us, then we can start having our discussion. Okay, so let's give them a few more minutes. Yeah, because we said 6 o'clock, so we still have about 4 minutes before 6. So yeah, more people are coming. They are coming. They're on their way. So if you are here, just have a glass of drink. Sure, then we go into our discussion. Let's wait for our other beautiful people to join us, okay? Yeah, so we still have a few, about few more minutes. Few more minutes, then we start. Few more minutes, and we start our discussion for today, okay? Welcome, 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 people. Welcome, my people. Welcome, my people. All right, 2 more minutes, and we start our chat, okay? All right. How are you doing? How is everyone? I hope you are all doing okay. Okay, so sis, we start, all right? Mm, say something. Yeah. We are waiting. If you are here, please say something. Say something. Let me know you are here so I can give you a good welcome. Okay, so let me know if you are already here. Okay, make a comment then, yeah. All right, so yeah, 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes. Join us on the live stream. Join us, people, join us. Welcome on board. Welcome. Nice to have you on board. We are live. Join us. Join us. Welcome on board. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Hello. Hello, Godwin. Nice to have you on board, Godwin. Thank you for joining us. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome on board. Nice to have you. Can you please leave a comment, send a comment in, say something so we can give you a proper welcome. Okay. This is our channel. Let's interact. Let's talk about this. Let's just chat and enjoy this topic this evening, okay? Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, hello. I'm waiting for our people to join. Few more people, then we start, okay? Few more people, and then we start. The others will join us later as we go on in the topic. Because we have something very interesting to talk about today. So yeah, 3 more minutes and then we start, okay? 3 more minutes, we start. All right, let's give people 3 more minutes to join us, then we start our topic for today. Okay, okay. Few more minutes, then we start, okay? Welcome on board, Helen. Helen, it's good to have you here. The topic for today is trust in a relationship. Trust in a relationship. Do we need trust in a relationship? And if we need trust, how do we build it? How do we build trust in our relationship? Okay, so that's the topic for today. And we want to make it interactive. Please contribute, send in your contributions as we go on. We have to discuss it. We have to see this topic from everybody's point of view. Okay, we want to look at this topic from everybody's point of view. Okay, so 1 more minute, then we go start. Okay. 1 more minute and we start. Thank you for joining. Thanks for joining. Please send a comment in, say something, let's know who is joining so we can give you a proper welcome, okay? Thank you for joining anyway. Nice to have you on board. Nice to have you on board. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Okay, 1 more minute and we start, okay? We're just waiting for a few more people to join us, then we start. The conversation for today, we're having a conversation and I want us all to contribute. We want to make it as interactive as possible, okay? All right, we want it to make it interactive. You can, let us know your opinion, what you feel about trust in a relationship, and what is trust? What is trust? What is trust? Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, my beautiful people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are at this point. I'm happy to be with you as you are happy to be with me. The topic for today is trust in a relationship. Trust in a relationship. Okay, that is what we are discussing today. Okay, and so we are going to start by defining what relationship is. When we say relationship, what is a relationship? And then we go on to discuss relationship, to look at different types of relationship, okay? And then trust, we are going to look at trust and define trust as well. And why do we need trust in a relationship? What is the purpose of trust in a relationship? Do we really need to trust in a relationship, or should we just carry on, go on and, be in a relationship without trust? That is what we are discussing today, okay? That is what we are discussing today. All right, so what is a relationship? What is a relationship? What do we mean by a relationship? When we say relationship, what is it? Okay, from my own point of view, from my own definition, I would say relationship is like a connection when two people, two things are connected, when they have a reason to be together, when they have a reason to stay together, to stick together. That is a relationship. That is my own belief, my own definition of a relationship, a connection between two people or people, okay, is a relationship. Connection between people is a relationship. Depending on these people or these things, that's where we are going to now look at different relationships. Okay, we're now going to look at different relationships. So what are the types of relationship? We have romantic relationship like lovers and so on, married couple. So that is in a love line, like in a romantic way, looking at relationship in a romantic way. The relationship can be between friends, two people with like minds coming together to be friends, to be close, to have a relationship. That is relationship between friends. And then relationship between people. For example, if you are a student, people in your classroom, you can have relationship with them. So that you can say relationship with people you meet along the line as you live your life, as you go on with your life. That's also a relationship. Or relationship, family relationship, like a relationship between parents, children, family members like brothers, sisters, and all that. That's a family relationship. Okay, and then there's a relationship between a tenant and a landlord. That's a kind of relationship as well, because as a tenant and as a landlord, you must have a relationship to even come together to get to rent the house from the owner of the house. You must build a relationship. Okay, without the relationship, there's no, you can't have any association. So those are the types of relationship I have down. So if you have any type of relationship that you know about, please send them in. Oh, Dominic, nice to have you here, Dominic. Okay, so these are the types of relationship we have. And then we go to trust. What is trust? What is trust? What do you understand as trust? Well, I would define trust in my own way. So if you have any other way of defining trust, just let me know so that we look at that as well. Trust in a relationship. Before we can even have a relationship, before you can build a relationship or have a lasting relationship, there should be trust. If there's no trust, then there's no relationship. So first we have to understand what trust means. Well, I'm going to define it too in my own way. If I want to define trust now, I would say a kind of strong belief in someone or a strong belief in something, like a kind of confidence. You have confidence in someone that, I know this person cannot do it. You have that strong belief in that thing, or that this thing cannot disappoint me. No, this cannot break. Oh, this cannot go away. You understand? That is a kind of trust. It's a kind of strong feeling, strong confidence that this is going to remain. This is going to be there. This will not go away. This will not fade. This will not break. That is a kind of trust. So trust is it's a strong thing. For you to be able to trust someone, you must really, really know that person. Okay. Okay, thank you, Godwin. Godwin says, what about the relationship between man and God? Yes. There's also the relationship between man and God. That is if you ask me, that is the most important relationship we should have. The relationship between man and God, because with God, if you just put your trust in him, he will never fail you. So you should be able to trust somebody that you know that whatever comes, the person will still be there. The person will be standing gidigba with you. Okay, so that's the kind of relationship with man and God. Okay, so this is my definition of trust now. That trust is like a strong feeling, a confidence that no, this will be, this cannot change, this cannot go, this cannot break. Okay, so that is the kind of definition I have for trust. Okay, so now we've defined relationship now, and we have been able to define trust. So we are going to look at these types of relationship, which I mentioned a little bit. I mentioned a little bit of relationship, the types of relationship we have. So if you know of any other relationship, you can just let us know, okay, as we go on. You can talk with, so we can talk, because like I said earlier on, I want this topic, I want this chat to be interactive. I want us all to contribute. I want us all to look at these things together. Okay, so yes, so we can all learn from one another. So now, I mentioned earlier that we have different types of relationship. I mentioned marriage, like love relationship, romantic relationship that can eventually lead to marriage. And before a relationship can lead to marriage, there should be a trust that, yes, I trust this woman will not disappoint me. I trust that this man will not disappoint me. I trust that if I eventually end up marrying this person, I'll be happy. So that's the kind of trust you should have, or that is the way I see trust. That, okay, you are in a relationship first, but first and foremost, you know that without that relationship, trust cannot come in. You must first have a relationship before you can be looking at, okay, trust. Can we trust each other? Can I trust this person? Can this person trust me? But before we can actually build that trust, the first thing to build is relationship. Okay, without gidigbam. Okay, gidigbam. Gidigbam is like standing strong, like unshakable, like nothing can move this. No matter the wind, this is standing. So that is gidigbam. Godwin is asking that, what is gidigbam? Anyway, so that is it. The kind of trust you have before you can actually make up your mind that, oh, this is, we are looking at romantic relationship now before we go to marriage. We are looking at romantic relationship before you can decide that, okay, this particular person, like this man, this woman, is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. There's something that you must first build, and that is trust. Because you need to be sure that, oh, if I go into this, knowing that this should be a lifetime agreement, it should be a person that I'm able to really give my life to, surrender everything. Because if you say you are trusting that person, that means you are releasing all to that person. You are giving up totally. In fact, you are leaving nothing down. You're giving it all to that person. So you should be able to trust that person. If you can't trust that person, then you can't give your life to that person. You can't say, okay, take it, I'm giving it to you. So before you can go into marriage with anybody, then that trust must be built. That trust must be built. If that trust is not there, then there's no marriage. You're wasting your time. So before you can graduate from romantic relationship, love affair, to marriage, there's something that should connect, and that is the trust. With trust, you will go far. With trust, you can sleep with your eyes tightly closed. But without trust, forget it. Forget it. There's no relationship. Without trust, you can't go far with your relationship with anybody. Okay? For example, as friends, you want to give something to a friend. My friend, please, I'm traveling. I don't want to take this thing with me. Can you please keep it for me? It's because you trust that friend. Message Christopher. Hello, Christopher. Nice to have you here. Okay, so as I was saying, before you can completely give something to somebody to hold for you, there must be a kind of trust. Without trust, what's the point? There's no point, because that means even you are not safe with that person. So first and foremost, before you go into any definite relationship, there must be trust. If there's doubt, if you have one teeny doubt like this, forget it. go back to the drawing board. If there's any doubt whatsoever about somebody that no, I can't really trust this person, then forget it. There's no trust, there's no relationship. Go back to the drawing board. Okay? Because the trust must be what? Complete. Trust must be complete. If it's not complete, then it's not trust. Because trust is like totally giving up and giving to the person or to whatever. For example, maybe you want to go for shopping. You are sure you have 10 pounds, 10,000 naira in your pocket. You're going for shopping. You are 100% sure that, today I must buy that bag of rice. There's no more bag of rice at home, and I need to eat rice. So I have 20 pounds in my pocket. You are 100% sure that you have that 20 pounds. Then you get to the shop, you open your wallet, your purse, the 20 pounds is not there. You can imagine how disappointed you will be. You understand? That is how it is when you trust somebody and the person betray your trust and the person disappoints you. That is how disappointed, because you have put everything, all your hope, all your mind, everything, you've given it to this person. You've trusted this person beyond words. And then when you really need that person to really stand I was like with you, and then the person is not there, I can imagine how disappointed you will be. Okay, so if you are trusting somebody, be sure the person is worth that trust. Be sure the person is worth that trust. So don't just throw your trust around. Okay, be sure. You must have tested. That is why we have that word trust, tried and tested, something like that. Okay, you must have tried the person. Is it trustworthy? Be sure the person you are trusting is trustworthy. Okay? All right. But before you can say, I'm in a relationship with somebody, you must first put that person to trust. You must put that person to trust. Is the person trustworthy? If you sleep, close your eyes. Are you sure the person will not stab you? Yeah. So that is trust for you. So it must be a strong feeling, a strong confidence in that thing, in that person, that this person will. Christopher, that will be my new catchphrase. All right. So yes, that's it. And then, why do we need trust in a relationship? Why do we need trust in a relationship? Christopher, why do you think we need trust in a relationship? So that you are sure of what you are doing. You don't want to get to the middle of the road and turn back. So we need trust in the relationship. So because relationship is not a joke, it's not something you should joke with. So for you to have a lasting relationship, there must be trust. You must build that trust. That trust must be built. Okay. All right. So is it possible to have a good and lasting relationship without trust? I don't think so. No, nobody can. No, there's no way. You cannot. It's not possible. You must have that trust first. Because if you don't trust that person, every movement will be what? Will be suspected. You think, oh, if that person even says something this way, you might interpret it to be something else. It's because that trust is not there. If that trust is there, of course, you will not interpret it. In fact, if that person means something else, you just believe it as it has come out from that person's mouth that, yeah, this is it. So it's very, 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 very important to have trust in a relationship. And if you want a relationship to last, then the trust must be built. That trust must be there. Without the trust, a relationship cannot go anywhere. It will just die a natural death. You understand? Because that's trust that trust that you need to build that relationship is not there. Okay? That trust to build that relationship is not there. Okay, so we need trust in our relationship. Then there's another question that somebody says that, how do we build that trust? How do we build trust? How do we then build? Oh, look at it. In fact, somebody said this question separately, and Godwin is asking here, how do we build that trust? There are different ways we can build trust. There are different ways we can build trust. But before you can build trust, have you checked yourself as well? Are you the kind of person that can be trusted? Can you be trusted? Are you a trustworthy person? So I have about 7 points written down on how we can build trust. Okay, so the first point is you must own up to your role. You must own up to your role in the relationship. Now you are in a relationship. Maybe you are the woman or the man, you are the friend, or you are the brother, you are the sister, you are the father, you are the children. Define your role. After defining your role, look at the things that your role needs you to do. Are you doing them accordingly? Are you fulfilling your role? Are you owning up to your role? Can that partner of yours, can that friend of yours, can that brother, sister, pastor, classmate, teacher, can they trust you? Are you living up to expectation? You need to live up to expectation. You need to own up to your own role as well. Put yourself in a position that people will be able to trust you. Even when you are not there to speak for yourself, let people be able to speak for you. Let people be able to say, no, we know him. He won't do it. Yes, we know her. She will do it. And they will believe that you will do it. Own up to your role. So the first step to take when building trust is to own up to your own role as a person. Okay? And then communication. For me, I communicate a lot. I like communication. With communication, you can solve a lot of things. With communication, good communication, nothing beats it for me. I like to communicate a lot. Before I take any step, before I do anything, especially if it has to do with someone else, I like to communicate. I communicate a lot. Before I do anything, I have to communicate. So communication is vital. Communication is very, 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 very important. So communicate. Let there be that free communication. Okay? Good communication. Let communication flow freely, smoothly between you and people that you are having relationship with. Okay? So it's very important. And then when you are communicating, for example, when you are in a communication, like I said, I like to communicate a lot. Listen to the other party as well. Okay, respect is reciprocal. If they have listened to you, take your time, listen to them. Active listening is another point that I don't joke with. Active listening is very, 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 very important in a relationship. There's no point when somebody listens to you and you don't want to listen. You want to just do yours, you want to say your points, you want to drop your lines, and then you don't want to listen to the other person. It's not, you can't build a relationship that way. You can't build trust that way. You must listen. Active listening is very, 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 very important as well in relationship. And if you are really interested in building trust, okay? And then there's also patience. Patience is very, 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 very important. For example, if I'm angry, you are angry, he's angry, she's angry, and we are all angry at the same time, and we are all shouting. Who will hear who? We need to listen to one another patiently. we need to listen to one another patiently. Patience, there's nothing like it. It's, in fact, it brings peace to your heart. You feel that peace when you are patient with people. It's not that when you are, sometimes you can really get really, really, really angry, like, oh, you want to, but then just calm down. Give it 1 minute, 2 minutes, calm down. Then let it go, let it slide. Then when you are now, you feel better, you can now call the person that, oh, my friend, you know you did this to me. I'm not happy about it. I'm telling you, that friend of yours will definitely apologize. We definitely apologize to you. That, oh, I'm sorry, my friend. But when you are angry and you, because for example, things can really happen. Things can really get you mad, like, oh. But sometimes you just need to just give it 1 minute, and then the anger will just disappear. Then you can now approach the thing calmly. You can approach it calmly. Okay. So I'm not saying be a fool or whatever. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But patience sometimes is very good. Like my grandmother would say it in my local language that with patience, you can cook a rock and it will become as soft as vegetable. I don't know how that is going to be possible. But yeah, it's possible with patience. There's nothing patience cannot do. For example, I even speak, speaking from experience, sometimes I look at things that have happened in the past and I'll say, oh, maybe if I had approached this thing better, maybe it would not have been like this, some regrets, but then you don't know it when you are doing it. It's later that you now sit and say, oh, maybe if I had been patient, maybe if I, maybe I would it would have ended up better than it did. But then, so patience, patience, nothing can beat it. It's very, very important. I know it's something that is a bit difficult to do, but then if you put your mind to it, you can do it. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. You can do it, I'm telling you. And then another point I have here is act on your promises. Act on your promises. For example, for somebody to trust you, you must have, you know, done one or two things to to how will I put it now? I don't want to say to impress them. No, it won't be impressed. To gain their trust. You must have done one or maybe you have given one or two promises in the past and you have failed them without fail. Okay? If you have given a promise or you have made a promise and you lived up to that promise or to those promises, definitely when you make another promise, that person will believe you. That, oh, okay, you made promises before and he fulfilled them. There's no reason why I shouldn't believe him this time or trust him this time that even this promise that he's making is going to fulfill it. Okay, so always live up to your promises. Act on them. Act on your promises. Okay, always act on your promises. When you make a promise to somebody, please stand by it, act on it, fulfill it. And if there's, because sometimes you plan something and something else comes in the way, okay, that's fine. Excuse me, that's okay. But on time, let the person know that I'm sorry, I know I made a promise to you, but unfortunately, this happened, this happened, this happened. I won't be able to fulfill the promise again. You understand? It's always that is where communication also comes in. Okay, communicate with that person. Let them know that, okay, it's true, I made this promise, but unfortunately, something happened, this and that. At least let them know. But when you make a promise, you are not communicating, and you know fully well that you won't be able to fulfill that promise, hello, and you refuse to communicate, the person will not be able to trust you anymore. They tell you, even when you want to fulfill a promise, they say, don't mind him, don't mind her. That's how she is. She won't keep to her words. She won't act on her promise. She won't fulfill her own side of the bargain. So yes, it's very, very important that you act on your promises. That you have promised something doesn't mean you have to do it, but act. If you know you won't be able to do it, please act and let them know so that they can find other means. They can look for other ways of sorting whatever it is that they have to sort out. And then accept responsibilities. Accept responsibilities. For example, if you have done something, good or bad, and people want to know that who did this, own up that, oh, I did it by mistake. I'm going to correct the mistake. And if immediately people will no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad the situation is, you will be forgiven. Worst case scenario, they will tell you, please don't do it again. But you not accepting your responsibilities or putting your responsibilities on someone else. Come on, that's not nice. Nobody will want to trust you. They will tell you, don't mind him, don't mind her. He's gonna give the job to someone else to do. He won't do the job. You know, when I was back home in Nigeria, I used to have one tailor, one fashion designer that used to make my clothes for me. When you take your clothes to this person, you tell her, please do this yourself. I don't want you to give them to your apprentice or your workers. I want, because the way the person will do it will be different from the way the workers will do it. So I always ask, please don't give my clothes to your boys or your girls to do. I want you to do it yourself. Okay, that means you trust him. That means I trusted that particular person to do it right for me. That is trust. Okay, so and if, for example, and she at that time she was always very good, she would do it for me. Yeah, and if she will not be able to do it, she will tell me, oh, auntie, I won't be able to do it. So that day that you want to collect this thing, it will not be ready. Can you come so day? Is that okay? So she will tell me that this is it. And if I'm okay with it, I'll say, okay, yeah, okay, I'll come back later. And if it's not okay by me, I'll say, okay, well, I'll find another way or something. So, but at least that trust will be there. That trust was there that, yes, it's you I want, because I trust that you will do it to my, without even taking my measurement. Sometimes I'll just send it to her that this is it, do something nice for me. And she will do something nice and I'll be happy. It's because of the trust. It's because of the trust. And this trust was built over time, over years. You cannot say, you cannot meet someone today and say, oh, today I need to, yeah, I trust you. It's not possible. Trust is built. Trust is what? Trust is built. Let me see. How do we then build? Okay. All right. I think I've answered that. How do we? And Christopher here said, yes, thank you, Christopher. Christopher said, it comes over time. Exactly where I was, my points where I was, that it is built over time. You don't just meet somebody today and say, oh, I trust you completely. No, it's not possible. It is built over time. You would have done a lot of things for somebody to really say, oh, I trust this person. You would have been tried and tested. You would have been tried and tested before somebody can say, oh, I trust this person. No, she won't disappoint me. He won't betray me, and all that, and all that, and all that. You would have tried that person, and the person would have, passed your test in different. I'm not asking you to start testing people, okay? All right, so that is it. And then another point is, learn to apologize when you are wrong. When you are wrong, learn to apologize. Don't be too proud. If you are proud, you cannot stay in a relationship. Learn to be humble. Okay, learn to be humble. Humility goes a long way. I'm telling you, I'm always saying it. Humility goes a long way. Sometimes when you are humble, you might think, oh, I'm behaving like a fool. No, you are not behaving like a fool, because even God, in the word of God, he says, the humble are we something like that. Okay. So even God loves those that are humble. There's nothing like humility. Be humble. Okay. It doesn't matter that, or maybe whatever. Don't look at anything when you are dealing with humility. Just be humble. Okay. Just be humble. Okay. When you are in a relationship, don't feel too proud to apologize when you are wrong. It doesn't matter if you are the senior one. It doesn't matter if you are the husband. It doesn't matter if you are the boss. It doesn't matter if you are king, queen, whatever you are. Be humble. When you hurt the other person, be humble enough to say, I am sorry. It won't take anything from you. Rather, the person will have more respect for you. It gives you more respect. So I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be humble or apologize when you are wrong. If you are wrong and you apologize and the other person thinks you are a fool, then it's that person that is a fool. It's that person that lacks wisdom. Okay. So be humble. All right. Okay. And then there's one thing I would like us to talk about, and this is, can we have a lasting relationship without trust? Is it possible to have a lasting relationship without trust? I don't think so. I don't think so. Before you can even have a relationship at all, that trust must be there. I know trust, like I said earlier, trust is not built in a day, it is built over time. In fact, sometimes it can take years and years before you can confidently say, I trust this person, or I trust that person. Okay? Even sometimes find it difficult to trust themselves. Sometimes they don't trust themselves. They say, I don't know, I don't think I can do it. That means you don't have confidence in yourself. That means you don't trust yourself. But if you trust yourself, you can say, I will do it. Make me anything, I will do it. I will do it. Don't worry. And definitely, true to your words, you will do it. So that's why I said trust. That means that person must have done that thing over and over and over again and be 100% sure that I can do it again. I've done it before. I can do it again. Okay, so yeah, that's trust for you. That is trust in a relationship. Okay. Now we've discussed trust in a relationship. What trust is to a relationship. Trust is like the backbone of a relationship. Trust is like the blood and the water that flow in a relationship or in relationships. Okay. Without water, without blood, we cannot live. So that is how trust is to a relationship. Without trust, relationship cannot stay. Without trust, relationship cannot last. Without trust, there's no relationship. If you are in a relationship and there's no trust, forget it. That's not a relationship. That is, I don't even know the name to call that. That is something. I will call it something. It's not a relationship. Okay. So for a relationship to be called, in my own dictionary, for a relationship to be called a relationship, there must be trust. Trust is the life. Okay. Trust is the life in a relationship. Okay. Trust is the life in a relationship. So, my dear, beautiful people, let there be trust in your relationship. If you are in a relationship and there's no trust, then go back to the drawing board. check it out. Check it out. Try and build it, because from where I'm standing, there's nothing like trust in a relationship. It's very, very important. If you're in a relationship, I don't trust that man, Jerry. It's not worth it. You're wasting your time. Or I don't trust that woman. She could do anything. Then that's not relationship. You are joking. It's a joke. So try as much as possible. Okay, what's God is saying? God is saying, so can we say that trust is the life? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Definitely it is. It is. Without trust, the relationship is already dead. I'm telling you honestly. Because anybody can just bring anything and you will believe it without even checking with your partner, without even checking with that person that you are in a relationship with. Okay? So easily, that relationship can break. An outsider can come into that relationship and break it. A third person can easily penetrate into that relationship and spoil it. But if the relationship is strong, come on, it will stand the test of time. It will stand. No matter the storm, it will stand. All those relationships that are spoiling, crumbling, and shattering is because that trust was not strong enough. There's no strength in that relationship, and there's no trust in it. If there's trust, come on, at least you will give the other person a chance. Okay, that no, I trust you, I trust him, I trust her, I trust them. They won't do it. Check. But if there's no trust, immediately somebody brings something, say, oh, I know, I don't trust her anyway. I don't trust him anyway. I know he can do it without checking. Because sometimes that thing that has been brought to you to be shown to you as the truth might actually be a lie. But because that trust is not in that relationship in the first place, you will believe it. Hook, line, and sinker. You will believe it that yeah. But if that trust is there, even if that person has done that thing, you will still give them the benefits of that. You still give them that benefit to explain that. I know I trust you that you can't do it. So this that is another line of communication. You see that there's no how you want to build a relationship or you want to trust the person that communication will still not coming. We saw communication in trust. We are still seeing communication in relationship. Because before you can even go into that relationship in the first place, you must have communicated one way or the other. You must have agreed one way or the other. Okay? So, you see, we can't do without communication, both in trust and in relationship. Okay? So, what did Godwin say? Does it mean they are? Some people met today and got married tomorrow. Does it mean they are taking? In fact, they are taking more than a risk. They are taking bullets. They are taking more than a risk, my dear. Because how can you meet someone today and marry tomorrow? There was one gist like that going on the internet not so long ago. A lady was saying, oh, she got married to a man she met within a week. Hello, within a week. But we all know what happened. That kind of relationship cannot stand the test of time, my dear. No way. No way. I don't see that happening only by magic, except if it's ordained already by God, because with God, all things are possible. Otherwise, I don't see that kind of relationship standing the test of time. You need a time. That is why you need a time of friendship and you need a time of courtship. A time of friendship is different from a time of courtship before marriage. Okay, so those times are the times you really need to study one another, you really need to get to know one another and take decisions on, is it this right person for me? Is this person right for me? Do I really want to? Because, like I said, any kind of relationship should be a lifetime relationship. Any type of relationship at all. Marriage, family, friendship, any type of relationship should be a lifetime relationship. Okay? Even a student teacher relationship should be a lifetime relationship, because in your life you'll be remembering, oh, the teacher that taught you this subject, that made you this, because they also contributed a whole lot into our lives. Okay, so it should also be a lifetime relationship. So you cannot just go into a lifetime relationship with your eyes closed. No, no. That means you want to fall into a pit. You don't want to do that. So I don't think anybody should take such risk, okay? I don't think anybody should take such risk. And then he says, sometimes anger destroys trust. How do we overcome that? Yes, I think I said something about that earlier on, that that is why we have to be patient when we're looking at trust, the 7 ways that we can build trust. I mentioned patience. Yes, that's why I said we have to be patient with one another. We have to be patient with one another. No matter the situation, no matter the condition, we have to be patient with one another. Remember, we are all different. Some of us, apart from the family relationship, some of us are from different backgrounds, different families, different homes, different culture. So we have different values and different ways and all that. So we should give each other that time, that benefit, that gap, that, oh, anyway, we are not trained in the same family, we are not brought up the same way, we are not from the same parents. So that differences, we should give each other that benefit, that, you know, in differences in things. So we should be patient with one another. I mentioned it in trust that we should be patient with one another. It's very, very important. Give each other the chance. Let's allow each other, that benefit, that gap, that privilege, that, okay, let me give him this chance. Let me give her that chance, in order not to spoil relationship, in order not to destroy relationship. So a lot of good relationships have been destroyed because of lack of patience. Okay, so I think I've answered your question, Godwin, that says sometimes anger destroys trust. How do we overcome that? Yes, by being patient with one another, by being understanding towards one another. Okay. Hello, Faizan Reka. How are you? Welcome on board. Welcome. How are you today? All right. We are discussing trust in relationship. We are discussing trust in relationship, how we can build trust in our relationship, and do we really need trust before we can have a lasting relationship? That's what we are discussing today. Feel free to contribute. Feel free to let us know your opinion. This is very, very interactive. We want it to be very interactive for us so that we can all contribute and speak our mind. Okay, so please contribute. Oh, that's nice. Nice to have you on board. Nice to have you on board. Please contribute to the chat today. We are discussing relationship and trust in relationship. How can we build trust in our relationship? Okay. Well, we are discussing trust in relationship today. Okay. Faizan, we are discussing trust in relationship. What do you think? Do we need trust in our relationship? Do we need trust to build a lasting relationship? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, so that's what we are discussing today. Do we need trust in our relationship? How do we build our relationship? How do we have a lasting relationship without trust? Is it possible? Is it possible to have a lasting relationship without trust? Okay, that is what we are discussing today. All right, so as I was saying, also, don't look at yourself when you are in a relationship, no, I want to look at no, I won't say romantic relationship. I would say marriage now. Marriage relationship. Let's look at that. Don't say because you are the man. Because in some culture, that is my culture, the husband is the head of the family. Whatever the man says is fine. Sometimes the wife is not even allowed to have an opinion. They say, oh, you are proud. You are talking back at your husband. You are not respectful or something like that. Yes, I am. I'm already married. I am married. I'm very married, actually. Okay, so I know a bit of the topic we are discussing. Somebody was asking if I'm already married. Yes, I am married. So, as I was saying, before you can say, okay, I was talking about marriage relationship now. That, oh, because I'm the man, I cannot apologize to my wife. No, if you have offended that woman, you must apologize to her. If you have offended that woman, forget it. If you are the wrong party, you must apologize. Okay, don't say because I'm the man. So no. You can't forget you. No, there's no Ogboju here. You have to apologize. It's very, very important for peace to reign. Okay? Pride is thrown out of the window. When you are in a relationship, you are now equal. You are now equal. You are now equal. Okay? So if you have offended that person, that person you are in a relationship with, it's your duty to apologize. You cannot be proud in that situation. You cannot be proud. Does your husband sometimes offend you? Many times. Over and over again. But sometimes I don't, even before he even asks for my forgiveness, I will forgive him immediately. Because I know he will not intentionally hurt me. Okay. So that is where trust comes in. Already have that trust that my husband, he did it unknowingly. He will not do it intentionally. That is where trust comes in because you already know that no, he won't do it. He won't hurt me. It's not his intention. Okay, sometimes before he even says sorry, I've already forgiven him. Sometimes he doesn't even say sorry, and I will not even bother. Because I've already forgiven him, because I know he will not intentionally hurt me. You understand what I'm saying? So that is it. And that's also your principal. Can I go? Oh, why do you want to go? Does he apologize? Riza, why do you want to go? Don't go. We are here together. Let's have a chat. Okay, you don't have to go. All right. You don't have to go. All right. Well, let's have your contribution. What do you think? What do you think about trust in a relationship? Eh? Reza, what do you think about trust in a relationship? Let's talk about it. Okay. All right. Okay. And Godwin says, does he apologize? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He does. Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. Sometimes he tries to feel, hey, I'm a man, but then he still apologize anyway. Okay. He does, to be honest. He does. All right. So yeah, so try to apologize. Act, active listening is very, very important. Listen to one another. Listen to one another. Give that person the chance, no matter how bad the situation looks like. Still give that person a chance to. Yeah, we all deserve a second chance. We all do. So give that person. In fact, we deserve 10 chances, Papa. Second chance, as many chances as possible. Do you know how many times God forgives us in a day? In a day. In fact, within an hour, do you know how many times God forgives us? So Yes, I used to be a teacher. Yes, I used to be a teacher. Reka, I used to be a teacher, but not anymore. Now I'm a nurse. I don't teach anymore. I'm a nurse now. Okay. So oh dear. All right. So uh, all right. So yes, send in your contributions anyway. Send in your contributions because I want it, like I said earlier when we're starting, that I want it to be very, very interactive. No one knows it all. We need to rub minds. We need to teach, learn from one another to make our lives better. Okay. So, as I was saying, there's one other point I wrote down. I'm trying to figure it out now. First, we have to understand what trust means. I think we've touched that. We understand what trust means. Trust is like a strong belief in someone or something. Okay, a confidence in someone else's integrity. That means trusting another person's integrity, believing, strong belief in another person, not even in yourself, but a strong belief in yourself. I used to tell my husband that, in fact, I trust my husband than I trust myself. That is the kind of trust I have for my own husband, that I trust him more than I trust myself, honestly speaking. So you should put yourself in a position where someone will actually trust you more than they trust themselves, or more than the person trusts, yeah, themselves, none, isn't it? Yeah. So that is it. Okay, so once again, I want to say thank you to everyone that has joined us today. I'm so grateful. Thank you so, so, so much. And once again, I want to say a huge, huge thank you to you all for making us reach that 1,000 subscribers. I know we still have a long way to go, but we are making it together. We are doing it together. So from as you already know, this is our first live chat. We'll be having it once a week. We'll be having a live chat like this. If you have any topic you want us to talk about, please send it in. Let's talk about it. Let's look at it together. Okay. All right. So, and I will see you guys later. Later. Take care and look after yourself. Keep staying safe. Okay. We'll all be okay. Love you all and God bless. Bye. Bye bye, darling. Bye bye.